Hello, everyone. Beneath the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, where reinvention is the norm, lie stories that transcend the silver screen. In this captivating world of entertainment, acts of courage and groundbreaking truths often go untold. Today, we'll uncover 10 remarkable stars who have shattered gender barriers, sharing inspiring tales you might not know. And trust us, the final name on this list will leave you speechless. Drop a number 1 in the comments, and let's embark on this incredible journey together. When Sonny and Cher welcomed their daughter Chastity in 1969, they likely never imagined the profound challenges she would encounter. Growing up in the shadow of her parents' stardom, Chastity often found herself in the public eye. Yet behind the cameras, she struggled deeply with her sense of self. From an early age, Chastity sensed a disconnect, though she lacked the words to articulate it. While the world saw her as a girl, she felt an unshakable dissonance with the feminine role assigned to her, leaving her to navigate an inner journey few could truly understand. Chastity's inner turmoil led to intense emotional struggles that often left her feeling lost and disconnected. She tried to conform to the societal expectations placed upon her, but the facade never aligned with her true self. She felt a profound unease in her own body, as though she were living a life that wasn't truly hers. As she grew older, this internal conflict only became more pronounced. Chastity began to realize she wasn't meant to live as a woman, but coming to terms with that truth was an overwhelming challenge. It wasn't just about embracing her identity, it was about finding the bravery to reveal it to the world. The fear of rejection, especially from her loved ones, weighed heavily on her, intensifying her apprehension. For years, Chastity silently battled these feelings, striving to maintain the image that society expected of her. It wasn't until the late 2000s that she made the life-changing decision to embrace her true self. Taking the name Chaz Bono, he began the process of transitioning, reclaiming the identity he had long kept hidden. This decision was not taken lightly. It was a deeply personal journey fraught with moments of uncertainty, fear, and emotional pain. Even now, Chaz finds it difficult to look back at photos of himself as Chastity, as they serve as bittersweet reminders of the years he spent living in a body that felt foreign, disconnected from the person he knew himself to be. At 40, Chaz embarked on a transformative journey, undergoing significant physical changes that brought him closer to feeling at home in his own body. He underwent top surgery, a pivotal step that greatly increased his comfort and confidence. Additionally, he began hormone therapy, receiving testosterone injections that introduced masculine features like facial hair and a deeper voice. These changes marked the start of a liberating new chapter in Chaz's life, one where he could finally embrace and live as his true, authentic self. Chaz Bono didn't stop at transforming his own life. He emerged as a powerful advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, leveraging his platform to champion awareness and provide support for others navigating similar struggles. Following in his parents' footsteps, Chaz also made his mark in the entertainment industry. Despite the unique challenges of being a transgender man in Hollywood, he shattered barriers by becoming the first transgender man to star as a male lead in a feature film. His talent and resilience have earned him roles in popular series like The Secret Life of the American Teenager, The Bold and the Beautiful, and American Horror Story. Chaz Bono's journey was not only a personal challenge, but also required his mother, Cher, to undergo a profound adjustment. Cher has candidly admitted that accepting Chaz's transition was a difficult process. For any mother, the transformation from seeing Chastity as her daughter to embracing Chaz as her son can be a deeply emotional journey. Even today, Cher occasionally struggles with using the correct pronouns. Yet her love and pride for Chaz remain unwavering. She has consistently celebrated the person he has become, acknowledging the extraordinary bravery it took for him to live as his authentic self. Jazz Jennings has become a powerful symbol of the transgender experience, particularly the challenges and triumphs of growing up as a transgender child. She publicly shared her story at just 6 years old during a televised interview with Barbara Walters, demonstrating remarkable self-awareness for her age. From an early stage, Jazz knew she was a girl, despite being assigned male at birth. Her identity was evident in her natural gravitation toward traditionally feminine interests, such as borrowing her sister's clothes and joyfully dancing in high heels, reflecting her unwavering sense of self even as a child. Jazz's understanding of her identity was so profound that she would immediately correct her parents whenever they mistakenly referred to her as a boy, confidently asserting that she was a girl. She even dreamt of a magical fairy who could transform her body to match her inner self, a testament to her deep longing for alignment between her identity and appearance. Fortunately, Jazz was surrounded by a family who embraced and supported her transgender journey. Their unwavering acceptance gave her the confidence to thrive and empowered her to become a powerful advocate and voice for the transgender community from an early age. As Jazz grew older, she didn't just embrace her truth in private, she boldly shared her journey with the world. Her life became the focus of a hit TLC television show, offering viewers an intimate look at the challenges and triumphs of growing up transgender. Through her courage and authenticity, Jazz emerged as a trailblazer in challenging stereotypes and fostering understanding about transgender individuals. She also became a celebrated YouTube creator and a passionate activist, earning a spot on Time magazine's list of the 25 most influential teens of 2014, solidifying her role as an inspiring advocate for change. What truly sets Jazz apart is her extraordinary self-confidence. When questioned about how she handles judgment from others, Jazz offered a profound yet straightforward reply. "The only opinion that matters is my own, because I define who I am, not anyone else." Her unwavering belief in self-acceptance continues to inspire countless individuals around the world. Beyond her personal journey, Jazz has transformed her story into a powerful platform for advocacy, championing transgender rights and fostering greater acceptance and understanding of the transgender community in society. Before becoming the stunning female model Andrea Pejic, she was known in the fashion world as Andre Pejic. Even then, Andrea captivated the industry, not only with her striking features but also as one of the rare male models who could seamlessly grace the runway in women's clothing. Her daring looks and unique style quickly set her apart, making her one of the most sought-after models of her time and a trailblazer in challenging conventional norms in fashion. Behind the glamour of the spotlight, Andrea grappled with a deep inner struggle between how the world saw her and who she knew herself to be. From a young age, she felt a profound sense of being different, but couldn't fully make sense of those feelings. Born in Bosnia and raised in Australia, Andrea had to navigate the intricate challenges of her identity in a world that often sought to confine people within rigid binary definitions. From an early age, Andrea gravitated toward things society labeled as feminine. She found joy in playing with makeup and trying on her mother's clothes, moments that brought her comfort, but were often accompanied by feelings of shame. Andrea was keenly aware of the rigid expectations placed on boys and understood that she didn't fit the mold society had created, a realization that deepened her sense of being different. As Andrea entered her teenage years, her striking appearance became even more pronounced, making her both a standout and a target. She endured bullying and isolation from those who couldn't understand her uniqueness. Despite these struggles, Andrea discovered a refuge in the fashion industry, a world where individuality was not only accepted, but celebrated, offering her a space to thrive and embrace her true self. Andrea's gender-fluid beauty quickly drew the attention of top designers, propelling her to international fame as she graced the runways of the world's most prestigious fashion shows. Yet, despite her incredible success, Andrea felt an undeniable void. Deep down, she knew she wasn't meant to live as a man. The idea of transitioning had been with her for years, but taking that step was anything but simple. It meant not only transforming her body, but also risking her thriving career and the connections she had carefully built within the fashion industry. But over time, the need to live authentically became increasingly urgent. Andrea realized that she could no longer sustain a life that didn't align with her true self. In 2014, she made the most significant decision of her life: to transition. This choice was not made lightly, but rather as the result of years of internal struggle and a profound desire to be true to herself. Andrea, now known as Andrei Pejic, embarked on her gender reassignment surgery, a journey that proved to be both physically and mentally challenging. She shared with Vogue that transitioning wasn't as straightforward as simply visiting a doctor and requesting surgery. It involved psychological evaluations, medical tests, and extensive mental and physical preparation. Andrea's career not only endured, but thrived after her transition, cementing her legacy as she became the first transgender model to appear on the cover of GQ Portugal. Looking back on her journey, Andrea often reflects on the hardships she has overcome. If she could speak to her younger self, she would offer reassurance and hope, reminding her that the confusion and challenges would one day lead to the strong, confident woman she always dreamed of becoming. Andrea Pejic's story is more than a narrative of gender transition. It is a profound testament to the power of authenticity and the beauty of embracing individuality in an often unforgiving world. Before her transition, Caitlyn Jenner's life was defined by Bruce Jenner's legendary athletic accomplishments, including winning the Olympic gold medal in the decathlon at the 1976 Montreal Olympics. Yet behind the glory and applause, Caitlyn grappled with deep, unspoken emotions she struggled to understand. As a young boy, Bruce felt an inexplicable fascination with his mother's and sister's clothing, a curiosity that was both captivating and confusing. Expressing these feelings was nearly impossible, especially in an era when conversations about gender identity were virtually non-existent and steeped in stigma. To navigate this inner confusion, Bruce found solace in sports, channeling his energy into athletics as a way to escape the complex thoughts that weighed on him. His dedication led to extraordinary achievements, including an Olympic gold medal. Yet even at the height of his success, the inner turmoil remained unresolved. Beyond his athletic legacy, Bruce's life was also shaped by his roles as a devoted father and husband, further adding to the complexity of his identity and the expectations placed upon him. Despite his achievements, unhappiness continued to cast a shadow over Bruce's life, contributing to the breakdown of his first two marriages. During his marriage to Linda Thompson, Bruce tried to confide in her about his struggles with gender identity, but her inability to fully understand only deepened his sense of isolation. This loneliness followed him into his relationship with Kris Jenner. Early in their marriage, Bruce chose to be honest about his past, revealing that he had been taking hormones for the previous 4 years. However, Kris later claimed she was unaware of the depth of his struggles, creating tension and misunderstandings that complicated their relationship further. Despite the challenges, Bruce and Kris built a thriving family and gained widespread fame through the reality TV phenomenon Keeping Up with the Kardashians. As the patriarch of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, Bruce became a beloved figure, admired by fans and family alike. However, Bruce's decision to transition into Caitlyn came as a profound shock, especially to her children. While the initial reaction was one of surprise, the Kardashian-Jenner family came together to support Caitlyn with unwavering love and acceptance. Their collective strength showcased the unbreakable bonds of family and the profound impact of unconditional support during life's most transformative moments. At 65, an age when many might choose to settle into the life they've established, Caitlyn made the bold decision to embrace her true self. Living authentically became her priority, no matter the risks involved. In 2015, she courageously introduced herself to the world, appearing on the cover of Vanity Fair with the iconic headline, "Call Me Caitlyn." This defining moment was not only a personal milestone, but also a catalyst for a broader conversation about transgender rights, shining a spotlight on the community and fostering greater awareness and acceptance in society. Caitlyn Jenner, once a sports icon, has become a symbol of freedom, courage, and hope for those seeking to live authentically as their true selves. When thinking of transgender celebrities who have profoundly influenced society, one name that stands out is Laverne Cox. She rose to prominence with her groundbreaking performance as Sophia Bursett, a transgender woman navigating life in a women's prison on the hit series Orange is the New Black. Yet before becoming the celebrated actress and advocate she is today, Laverne's journey was marked by significant challenges, personal struggles, and a relentless pursuit of living her truth. Laverne Cox grew up in Mobile, Alabama, a place where traditional gender norms were deeply ingrained. Even as a child, she sensed she was different, drawn to things society labeled as feminine. In a community that strictly enforced gender roles, this difference often made her a target. Throughout her teenage years, Laverne endured relentless bullying, with classmates mocking her femininity. Though these experiences were deeply painful, they played a pivotal role in shaping the strong, resilient woman she would ultimately become. Laverne Cox discovered an early passion for dance, captivated by the rhythm, movement, and sense of liberation it brought her. Pursuing this passion, however, came with challenges. She had to convince her mother to let her take dance classes, a request met with hesitation as her mother was wary of her son engaging in something perceived as overly feminine. Eventually, she agreed to tap and jazz lessons, but firmly drew the line at ballet, considering it too feminine. Despite these restrictions, Laverne embraced every moment on the dance floor, channeling her heart and soul into every movement. As Laverne grew older, the tension between her true identity and society's rigid expectations became unbearable. Raised in a strict religious environment, she was taught that her feelings were sinful, which filled her with profound guilt and shame. Overwhelmed by despair, she reached a breaking point and attempted to end her pain by swallowing a bottle of pills. Thankfully, she survived, and that moment became a pivotal turning point in her life. Though the journey to self-acceptance was long and fraught with challenges, Laverne refused to let those hardships define her future. Determined to pursue her dreams and embrace her true self, Laverne eventually left Alabama for the bright lights of New York City. In the vibrant and diverse environment of the city, she found the freedom to explore her identity more openly. It was here that she began her transition, a journey that came with its share of emotional and physical challenges. Yet, it also brought an overwhelming sense of liberation. For the first time, Laverne was able to live fully and authentically as the woman she had always known herself to be. Laverne's breakthrough came with her role as Sophia Bursette on the acclaimed series Orange is the New Black. The character was not only thoughtfully written, but also deeply resonant, drawing parallels to Laverne's own life experiences. Through her powerful portrayal, she brought a human face to the transgender experience, inspiring empathy and understanding among audiences. This performance solidified her status as a trailblazer and an influential advocate in the fight for transgender rights. With her growing platform, Laverne has become a formidable advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, using her visibility to raise awareness about the struggles faced by transgender individuals and to champion acceptance and equality. Her unwavering efforts have played a pivotal role in reshaping public perceptions, making her a symbol of hope and empowerment for countless people within the community. Her message is both powerful and inspiring. Trans is beautiful. Laverne Cox's courage and resilience serve as an inspiration not only to individuals, but to an entire generation seeking acceptance and equality in society. Fallon Fox's journey is a remarkable story of courage, resilience, and breaking barriers in a world often resistant to change. As a trailblazer in mixed martial arts, MMA, her fight extended beyond the octagon. It was about asserting her identity and creating opportunities for transgender athletes everywhere. Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio, Fallon realized early on that she was different from other boys. She felt more comfortable in the company of girls, but expressing her truth in a society steeped in rigid gender norms was far from easy. Like many transgender individuals, Fallon faced an uphill battle to understand herself in an environment that offered little support or understanding. Fallon's parents, like many at the time, lacked the knowledge and resources to support her through her struggles. When she came out as transgender, their response was anything but accepting. Her mother had difficulty coming to terms with the truth, while her father dismissed her identity, insisting she was simply gay and could be fixed. This lack of understanding led to Fallon being subjected to conversion therapy, a controversial and widely discredited practice. The therapy aimed to suppress her gender identity, attempting to force her into a mold that was never hers to fit. further compounding her pain and isolation. Despite immense pressure from her family and society, Fallon knew deep within herself that she was not a man and that transitioning was essential to living authentically. The path forward was anything but easy, especially as she embarked on this deeply personal journey without the support of her parents. Yet, Fallon's unwavering resolve and inner strength guided her. With extraordinary courage and determination, she committed to becoming the woman she had always known herself to be. After her transition, Fallon Fox made history as the first openly transgender athlete in MMA, a groundbreaking achievement in a sport known for its rigorous physical demands and deeply entrenched notions of masculinity. However, her entry into the MMA world as a female fighter sparked intense backlash and controversy. Critics questioned whether her background gave her an unfair advantage, arguing that being assigned male at birth provided her with greater strength compared to her female opponents. For Fallon, the toughest challenge wasn't just the public criticism, but the shift in how her peers viewed her. Before coming out, she was recognized and respected as a fellow female athlete. However, once her story became public, everything changed. Teammates and competitors she had trained alongside for years began to see her differently, not as an equal in the sport, but as someone they believed didn't belong, further isolating her in a field she had worked tirelessly to excel in. Despite the obstacles, Fallon Fox remained steadfast in her fight both in and out of the ring. Determined to demonstrate that transgender athletes deserve their place in sports, she refused to let ignorance or prejudice force her into the shadows. Her journey is more than just the story of an athlete. It's a powerful testament to resilience, equality, and the ongoing struggle for acceptance. Carmen Carrera first captured public attention as a contestant on the third season of RuPaul's Drag Race, where her stunning looks and magnetic performances made her a standout in the drag world. However, her life took a transformative turn after her elimination from the show, when she began her transition from male to female. This deeply personal journey was made even more challenging by being in the public eye. Many who had known her solely as a drag performer struggled to recognize her new identity as a woman. For some, Carmen was still seen as a man who once wore women's clothing, making it an uphill battle to change their perceptions and assert her true self. Carmen Carrera was resolute in her commitment to live authentically and believed that sharing her journey could help normalize the transgender experience. Her decision to transition not only changed her life, but also opened the door to meaningful conversations about respect and language within the LGBTQ+ community. One pivotal moment came when Carmen criticized a controversial segment on RuPaul's Drag Race called She or He, which she found deeply offensive, particularly given the struggles faced by transgender individuals. While her remarks sparked vital dialogue, they also drew backlash from some in the drag race community who accused her of being ungrateful. Undeterred by the criticism, Carmen Carrera remained unwavering in her advocacy for a more respectful and inclusive approach to transgender issues. Today, she is not only a celebrated model, gracing runways around the globe, but also a passionate activist for transgender rights. Carmen continues to use her platform to foster understanding and acceptance of the transgender community. Despite the controversies surrounding RuPaul's Drag Race, Carmen has made it clear there is no animosity between her and RuPaul, stating that she would gladly greet him with a hug if their paths were to cross again. Carmen's journey is not only a story of personal transformation, but also a relentless effort to raise awareness and create positive change in society. She has become a symbol of resilience and advocacy, using her experiences to inspire others and fight for a more inclusive and understanding world for the transgender community. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Stories about transgender individuals go beyond physical transformation. They're about the profound journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and authenticity. We hope these stories inspire you to embrace the power of living true to yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss our future content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and join the conversation. Together, let's continue to support one another and spread the message of love, understanding, and acceptance. See you in the next video.